Hi, Valerie Shepard here. I want to read you an excerpt from my book. Now, this one, I talk a lot when you see me live and when I'm teaching in my classes. I talk a lot about this journey from the head into the heart and how a lot of times I was in this place that was rational and analytical and really head-oriented, and then really disconnected from this powerful brain in the center of my chest, which was the heart. And so I'll read you a section here where I'm talking about how important our heads are to us moving through and surviving in the world. But when they operate alone, without the balancing nature of the heart, we can get a very distorted view of ourselves, very distorted view of the world around us, and make very distorted decisions to get what we want. Unbeknownst to me, throughout my life, my head was filled with lack and limitation thinking and ideas of being inadequate, unworthy, and unlovable that I had picked up very early in my life. I never made a conscious choice to value lack or attach to limitation, and I certainly never made a conscious declaration of I'm unworthy, I'm not enough, or I'm unlovable. Nor did anyone in my life directly teach me any of those things. But the little girl mind created an erring perception of herself, and over time, it gave life to negative beliefs, giant icebergs hiding below the surface of my expression in the world. I was subconsciously being run by them, and I created coping behaviors through my personality, identity, and masks of confidence, drive, poise, intelligence, happiness, and charm. And then the book has this table that I want to share with you. And on the left side, it gives you a little glimpse into these false beliefs in the subconscious that were created by my mind. And then what happened in my life that reflected that those beliefs were inside of me. So for example, my head had this perspective. I must work harder than others to be seen, heard, understood, valued, and loved. And the way this showed up, I was competitive and aggressive, intent on having the world measure me based on what I was capable of, instead of my gender or the color of my skin. I chose difficult paths, attracted difficult relationships, and tried to do everything on my own to prove I could get it done without anybody else's help. I looked driven and accomplished, but I was running mostly on fear and resentment. People experienced me as aggressive and angry. My value in the world is determined by my business titles, my material wealth, my associates, my knowledge, and the things that I own. And that was reflected in my life as a constant chase for professional and personal success, but rarely, if ever, feeling fulfillment. I need to please others, and my needs and desires don't really count. I'm not really in my life. And the reflection, I felt like I always did more in relationships. I attracted people I needed to take care of. People took from and then often abandoned me. I abandoned myself in order to have others love me. And this last one I'll share. Family and friends, experiences, achievements will make me happy. And here's the reflection of that in my life. Happiness was elusive, and when it came, it never filled me up. I was a loyal, generous, selfless friend, yet often felt like people were letting me down or taking advantage of me. People experienced me as demanding and self-centered.